He actually did it. The son of a bitch did it, man. Okay, we'll get to what I'm talking about later, man. You know who we are. We're the almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You all know the price of subscription is, of course, free $99. We're at New Japan Pro Wrestling New Year Golden Series, February 19th, 2022. We got 3 titles on the line tonight, man, in the penultimate night of New Japan Pro Wrestling New Year Golden Series Tour. So in the main event, we have Hiroshi Tanahashi defending his IWGP United States Heavyweight title against the Cold Skull himself, SANADA. Tanahashi is in the midst of his second reign with that said title, defeating Kenta at Wrestle Kingdom back in January to kick off his second reign. In the main event, we have the IWGP Hirooki Goto and Yoshihashi will attempt to make their first defense of said belts, taking on House of Torture / Bullet Club's Evil and Yujiro Takahashi. We also have a fatal 4-way for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, as we have Robbie Eagles and Tiger Mask, aka Flying Tiger, defending against Ryusuke Taguchi and Master Wato, El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and also Bullet Club's cutest tag team of Taiji Ishimori and El Phantasmo right here. So, first match we had on the show, we had Doki and Taka Michinoku representing Suzuki-Gun, taking on and defeating Kosei Fujita and Togi Makabe. This ultimately was a solid opener right here. We got Doki getting the Doki Choki on Fujita to secure the victory for his team. This didn't overstay its welcome. I thought this was a pretty solid opening match right here. I enjoyed what happened here in the most part as for as long as it went on. So we got the team of Suzuki-Gun, that being Taka and Doki. It's funny to see Taka actually pick up a win, but hey, it is what it is. He gets a W, even if it's against the Young Lions. So next match we have Suzuki-Gun's Minoru Suzuki and Taichi taking on and defeating Roy Oya and Toru Yano right here. This was kind of a busy match, if you ask me, but somehow they really pulled this off. It was silly fun, start to finish, with a decent Taichi Oya match somewhere in between here, right here. So we get Yano tried rolling Suzuki over the dog cage while I was on his wheels right here. We get Yano missing the target. He got through into the barricades. That's where Suzuki threw him into the dog cage. We got some of that action right here. We have Taichi getting the Cobra Twist to make Oya submit in this match. Like I said, it was silly chaos, but it was fun. Definitely, I would kind of check this match out, man. It was pretty interesting. So then the next match we have Yo and Tomohiro Ishii representing Chaos, taking on defeating the House of Torture Show and Dick Togo. So this match wasn't filled with a lot of House of Torture junk, but it still wasn't particularly any good if you ask me. So that is what it was. We get Yo tie up Dick Togo in his new set leg submission. Togo was tapping out immediately after Yo locked the hold in. So that's what we got right there. It gets Yo his heat back from taking that loss to Show that he had earlier in the two. Also, let's not forget that Tomohiro Ishii, Show, Yo, and Hirooki Goto, will be challenging for those Never 6-man titles tomorrow morning. So you got to keep Show and keep them relevant, keep them revitalized for challenging for those titles right here. So next, we have the Great Okan taking on and defeating Tamaki Homa right here. Call me crazy, dude. I might be in a minority, but I actually like this match. Even though Hama was never beating Okan here, this match gave me just enough the hope that it was actually believable. There was a couple times I thought this was going to happen, but ultimately, Tamaki Homa eats the Eliminator, takes the pinfall loss. This was, like I said, this was a really good match, actually. I don't care what nobody says. Go back and watch it if you don't believe me. If you think differently, hey, that's fine. I thought this was a good match, man. So shout out to Great Okan. He pinned Homa with, like I said, the Eliminator right here to get a much-needed victory for one of the only members of the United Empire still over here in New Japan Pro Wrestling currently. So next match we have Hiromu Takahashi, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito, of course, of Los Ingobernables de Japón, taking on and defeating Kazuchika Okada, Satoshi Kojima, and Yuji Nagata right here. So we get Nagata getting put away with the Last of the Dragon by Shingo Takagi. We get Naito pretty much going after Okada's knee. Every time these guys, Okada and Naito, would do moves to one of the other stablemates, they would just pretty much be deadlocked on each other. So I thought that was a nice touch right here. He floored Okada with one Destino. So they're telling the story that all he needs is one Destino to put Okada away tomorrow morning. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. But I thought this was a solid 6-man tag team match. And yeah, so it told what it needed to tell as far as the title match again in the morning. So when we get the first title match for the day, we have for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, Master Wato and Ryusuke Taguchi taking on and defeating Robbie Eagles, Tiger Mask, aka Flying Tiger, El Phantasmo and Taichi Ishimori, Bullet Club's cutest tag team, and El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru representing Suzuki-Gun. This match is always in full gear. absolutely packed full of flying sequences, just overall insanity right here. We get the ending sequence. I believe Taguchi pinned, I believe, Tiger Mask to put the match away and win his 69th become the 69th IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. If you don't know about Ryusuke Taguchi, he has an affinity for the number 69. He was the 69th IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and now he's the 69th IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. The commentary was saying he really didn't care who his partner was when he won the belt, as long as he was a 69th champion and he accomplished his goal right here. Kudos to the funky weapon, Ryusuke Taguchi. So now we get to the penultimate match right here. For the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles, Hirooki Goto and Yoshihashi Bishamon, is that how you pronounce her name? Taking on and defeating Evil and Yujiro Takahashi of the House of Torture, representing Bullet Club right here. Of course, we get House of Torture shenanigans to start the match. They don't even get to make their entrance through the champions right here. Tons of House of Torture shenanigans right here. We get Ishii trying to counterbalance that stable, coming out to help his own stablemates right here. We get Yoshihashi and Goto hitting the Shoto on Yujiro Takahashi to put this match away. After the match, Chaos pose with the Never belts ahead of their title match tomorrow against the House of Torture. So this is probably one of the, I don't want to say worse, because worse is kind of a bad, connotation. But this is one of the lesser matches on this show. So if you have to stay away from any match on this show, I probably say would be this one right here. So now we get to the main event of the show for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. We have the Cold Gold SANADA taking on and defeating Hiroshi Tanahashi. I know a lot of people are generally not a big fan of SANADA, but there was a lot to like here if you ask me. And that's just me being unbiased, even though I am a SANADA fan. Overall, in my opinion, this is a really good match with an excellent showing, as always, from the GOAT himself, the ace Hiroshi Tanahashi right here. You get the endings. There was this ton. We had moonsault sequences. We had high fly flow sequences. These guys had a lot of stuff going on right here. And the ending sequence came is when SANADA puts Tanahashi away with the Okada roll. That's where Okada came in. The Okada roll wins his first title in New Japan Pro Wrestling, his first singles title, excuse me. He's been in the company almost 7 years right here, getting his first crack at singles opportunity. Cashes in, wins it. So we have SANADA being the new IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion right here. So he thanked Tanahashi, thanked the fans. Lance Archer and John Moxley were mentioned by the commentaries potential challengers for SANADA. And hell, SANADA might show up in AEW, which is all kinds of weird. I never thought that would even really happen or have a possibility of happening. But I thought this was a solid night one of New Japan Pro Wrestling's New Year's Golden Series of this little weekend cap that we have. We know tomorrow night we have the King of Pro Wrestling Provisional. We have the Never Openweight 6-man, and we have the granddaddy of them all, the IWGP World Heavyweight title tomorrow. So tune in, man. I don't know if the show will be tomorrow or Monday. It pretty much depends on when I get to see it. And when I get to go ahead and knock out this heat for y'all, this art, you know what I'm saying? So you know who we are. We're the almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. As we all know, the price of subscription is free $99. It don't cost you a damn thing. 0 cents. So just hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. And like I said, just if you know somebody that like wrestling, that loves pro wrestling, just tell them about us, man. Just ask about me, you know what I mean? But Pro Wrestling Fly Guy signing up, Stardust Yaku, excuse me. Nice night one of New Japan Pro Wrestling New Year's Golden Series. I'ma holla at y'all later. Adios.